end of the class. I also have a few questions for you to practice what we've learned today, and you can write your answers in the comments section as well. Before we get started, let's look at a few fun facts about telephones. Did you know that the word telephone comes from the Greek word for far off sound? Also, the original telephone greeting was not hello, it was ahoy, like what sailors say. It was later changed to hello. The busiest holiday, or the busiest calling day of the year is Mother's Day. This is when the most people make phone calls. And the phone number 867-5309 was made popular in a song called Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone. Have you heard the song? Did you know any of these fun facts already? Okay, let's get started by learning some vocabulary about talking on the phone. First, let's start with to pick up and to hang up. So when you pick up the phone is when you answer a call, and to hang up is to end a call, to put down the phone. Okay, to call back or phone back is to return someone's call. And to dial a number is to actually type the number into your phone. Okay, when speaking on the phone, it's best to be polite, and some of the ways that we use polite speech is modal verbs of permission. So let's look at some different examples of modal verbs of permission. The first one is can, like can I help you? Okay, so this is used for ability or possibility. The past tense of can is could, and we also use it as a modal verb. Could you take a message, please? May is used for possibility or permission, so this is similar. May I help you is similar to can I help you. And would is a conditional sentence, also modal verb of permission. Would you like me to take a message? Okay, so let's start with the basics, making a phone call. Okay, first you answer, hello, this is Robin. Then you have to say who you want to talk to. May I speak to George, please? Note the example of a modal verb of permission, may. May I speak to George? Okay, if you are a secretary or someone who answers the phone for a company, you can say something like, thank you for calling ABBA English. How can I help you? If you want to know who is calling, you can ask, may I ask who's calling, please? Okay, if you want the person to wait, you can say, please hold. And if you're going to connect them to someone else, you can say, I'll put you through or I'll transfer you, which means you'll connect their call. Okay, leaving a message. So maybe the person is not available, so you can ask, can I leave a message? Or please tell him, please tell her to call me back. Okay, if you need to take a message, you might ask, can I take a message? What's your phone number? It's important when you take a message to repeat back the information you've written down. So confirm the information with the caller to make sure that you have it right. Okay, if the phone call is very important or urgent, you can say, the call is urgent, or it's an emergency. I have to speak to this person. Okay, if you're talking on the phone and someone says something that you don't understand, you can ask, could you repeat that? Or could you speak slower? Okay? If someone is telling you their name, you could say, could you spell that? Ask them to spell their name for you. Or you can tell someone, I'm having trouble hearing you, maybe because of the connection, etc. Okay, some unexpected problems with your phone. Maybe you have a low battery, so you can say, my battery's about to run out. Or if you use a pay-as-you-go phone, you can say, I'm about to run out of credit, so I'll call you back later. Okay, marketing calls are when someone calls from a company and they want to sell you something. So you can tell them, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. You can also ask, please take me off your list, which means please do not call me again. Okay, it's important to remember when you're speaking on the phone that depending on who you're talking to, sometimes you use more formal speech and sometimes informal. If you're making a business call, it's important to use formal speech. Whereas when you're just talking to a friend, family, it can be more informal. Let's look at this example. If you want someone to wait, as we saw before, you say, please hold. But a more informal way is to say, hang on, or just a second. Okay, so now let's put everything we've just seen into practice. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and I want you to write your answers in the comments section, okay? So pay attention, listen, and type your answers in the comments section as I'm talking. The first question is, how much time do you spend on the phone every day? Okay, do you use your phone for work? Do you have to talk on the phone a lot? Do you enjoy talking on the phone or do you not? So tell me, how much time on average do you think you spend on the phone every day? Okay, number 2, take down this information, okay? I'm going to leave a message and I want you to write it down. Okay? I want to order flowers for my mother and I want them sent to 5273 Main Street. I'll say it again. I want to order flowers for my mother. Please send them to 5273 Main Street. Okay, and the last question is a fill in the blank, a gap fill exercise. So here we have a conversation between a receptionist and a student. So we're going to look at this conversation and I want you to tell me what word goes in this blank and this blank. So the receptionist says, "Aber English, how can I you?" What goes in this blank? Okay, the student says, "I'd like to speak to Teacher Robin, please." And the receptionist says, "She's in class right now. Would you like to, a message?" What goes here? And the student says, "Yes, please. Tell her that David called. My number is 555-5212. Okay, so what 2 words, vocabulary words, go in these 2 blanks in the conversation? Let me remind you that even after the live class is finished, you can watch the video again. If you didn't get all of the information, you can pause, you can take notes. So don't worry if you missed something.